You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Hey guys, welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo.
And my name is Adro Esigbone, and this show is gonna be boom shakalaka. This is my vibe, ladies and gentlemen.
Should I say absent? Because the one that you're pointing at me, I don't understand. It's another amazing Friday. Woo! Okay, so guys, you know what it is. It is Lifestyle Central on African Business Radio. And of course, it's about to be a great time right here because today, as we're going on, we're literally going to be talking about love languages, continuing the series of love. Yeah, because we're still in February. Doesn't mean love should end after February, but yeah, you know how it is. So right now, I mean, it's going to be an amazing show. Amazing show. Edgar, how have you been now?
I did, man. I did. Thanks. You know,
button.
Yeah. Open button is my current brand. Open button is my current brand. So long as I keep on doing my push-ups, I'll keep on opening my buttons so that I'll be tensioning them. But my week was good. My week was alright. How was yours? How was your week?
Not bad at all. It was quite relaxing and busy at the same time. I don't know.
I didn't see you on Instagram a lot this week. I feel like you took a break.
But they share money there.
You're always on Instagram now. You post 5 times a week.
5 times a week.
So this week,
I think you actually.
This week you were on a low. You just did giveaway, then you stepped back.
And now for people to win the giveaway, there was a whole lot of collating, so we had to work behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how it is. So guys, we'll literally be going on a quick break right now, and when we come back, we'll be introducing you to our special guest.
You didn't give your take on love languages this time before we went on break.
What do I need to say about it?
What's your love language? Let's start from there. Let's just do that one. What's your love language?
Sense. Interpret it however you want.
That's not one of the 5 love languages.
I know it isn't. It doesn't have to be. Is it your love language?
Okay, since we are giving this kind of answers, my own is food. Food is my love language. Food is my love language.
But I agree. I think I kind of agree.
Yeah, that's my love language.
I kind of agree. Anyway, let's go on that break.
Let's go on the break, and then when we come back, we'll introduce Hero and we'll talk about love languages.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Hey guys, welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo.
And my name is Adro Esigbone, and this show is gonna be boom shakalaka. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Lifestyle Central, still with your boy AG Baby and your girl Winfrey Okolo, and today we're talking about love languages. So if you're just joining us, Winfrey has just mentioned to us that her love language is sense. And my love language is food. But for the purpose of this conversation, because I know that if we continue, the next thing is here, my own love language is money. So let's focus on the actual love languages.
It depends on who else we're asking.
Wait, there are 5 love languages. There's physical touch, right? There's quality time. There's acts of service. Preach. There's gifts giving, and there is words of affirmation. Those are the 5 love languages that we're discussing in this show today.
So how is food your own?
That's so I'm setting the new rules now for going forward, so that because Hero now can just say his own is cuddles or his food or something else or money or So our guest tonight is Hero Daniels
and his ovaries.
And his ovaries.
Yes.
What?
You don't know, Hero is literally he thought I wasn't going to say it. No, he says it all the time.
Really?
Everybody knows he has ovaries. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
that's true.
And his ovaries.
That is just for comic purposes. It's not serious.
So you don't really have. So now you're denying your
ovaries. No, I'm just saying.
You're just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Of course we know that you don't have.
Because people will be like, oh really? He has ovaries.
He has ovaries. Wow. Headlines tomorrow.
Wow.
Popular media entrepreneur Hero Daniel confesses to having ovaries.
And then before you know what's happening, some people will now start calling me and say, oh, Shay Baddest.
Come on.
I don't have to call the person's name.
Oh, Shay Baddest. Hero is an actor. He said I should call him media entrepreneur, but please, I'll say everything. Hero is an actor. He's a comedian. He's an influencer. He's an MC. He's what else?
A media entrepreneur.
He's a media entrepreneur. So, Hero, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm all right. Very excited to be here. Thank you so much, AG Baby. I don't even know why you added baby to AG. It's AG Ro, we know.
That's how me added the baby.
Yeah. So thank you, AG Baby and Winfrey. Winfrey has been my longest time crush. You know.
Finally, confession.
I've been crushing on her.
Confession.
You know, ever since she started her show on Silverbed, I just tuned into my TV. I'm like, who is this beautiful angel gracing my screen?
Wow. Yes.
And I'm very excited. I'm very humbled to be in the presence.
This studio is hot right now. The studio is hot.
See, Hero Daniel is a typical media entrepreneur. Let's just put it like that, because that's what one thing they teach us. When we are, but thank you very much. I appreciate you. I really do.
What did really do. Tell us what they taught you now.
No, don't worry. I'll just leave it like that.
Tell us what they taught you.
Like that,
Thanks for expressing your feelings. She will not sweep your feelings under the carpet. This is a love episode on Lifestyle Central.
You feel that it's being swept?
No, not at all. Not at all. I just feel like you did not necessarily believe what I said.
Exactly.
You feel like it's just very much with my arms stretched and you hold my hand.
Someone said he has a crush. Someone said he has a crush on you, and you're saying thank you.
What was I meant to say?
They will not say thank you to I love you. They will not say thank you to I love you. I miss you. Thank you. Yeah, the kind of women we always complain about.
No, but really, I mean, that's typical.
Okay.
That's a very safe answer. I mean, our beloved, sweet, dear Nigerian women are very used to that. You know, you've been toasting a babe for over 6 months, and you finally feel like you're having a head when you pop up like, oh, would you be my girlfriend?
So nice, my mother.
Thank you for asking.
No problem.
Thank you for asking.
Anyways, thank you very much for your nice words. I really do appreciate them. I do admire your hard work, by the way, and I think you're very funny.
People don't make me laugh.
I'm trying. Give me some credit.
Please. Somebody just put out his out. The minute he saw you on the screen, he was like, "Who is this angel?" Next thing is, I admire. I said, "Hey, we're making progress." Next thing is, I admire your hard work.
He's a fine boy. You're a fine boy. You have fresh skin. Your skin is popping. And your dress sense is impeccable.
Okay.
Yes.
You not say that you admire.
I don't know why you're complimenting me like you're having a TED talk. That's how I feel like, you know, when you're being cautious about it, you're not. I don't feel your authenticity.
There's no affection in the words. Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, when you're just being politically correct right now. But it's fine.
Really? Okay, no problem. That's fine. As long as it's fine, it's fine. It's fine by you. It's fine by me.
It's fine by everybody.
It's fine by everybody. So today we're talking love languages.
But this is a love language.
It is not a love language.
Words of affirmation. Well, love language one.
Please, I beg, get away. So, Hero, so what would you have to say about this particular topic? Okay? Because I love the fact that, I must say this, right? When I saw the topic, picked by Ejiro, I was kind of impressed. I had a proud mommy moment then because I'm like, oh, okay.
Mommy of who? Mommy of who? Proud mommy of who?
I'm like, see, like, we're in the country where a lot of people don't understand that, see, love languages are a thing. Yeah. And it actually should apply in relationships. That's why a lot of relationships literally don't go forward. Why? Because I'm loving Hero like I want Hero to love me, and Hero is loving me like he wants me to love him. Do you understand? And there's a clash, a constant clash.
No communication.
So what would you say? I mean, have you had experiences where that was a situation and all of that? What was your idea about all this?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to take from what Ejiro said. I think it was Dr. Gary that wrote the book, some Dr. Gary about the five love languages. Yeah. But I also feel like that's very limited. And also in the book he said that one has to be your primary love language, and others could also be existing, but one has to be the basic one. But I feel like that's a box. Okay, so but speaking generally, yes, words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, all of that, yes, it could be some people's love language, you know. But in Nigeria, as a human being, personally, if I've never really actually just taken out time to really discover what my love language is. Now, this might sound very, weird, but I haven't been in a relationship since 2016. So that would make it like I've been 5 years
Is that consciously?
Out of touch. Yeah, that's like consciously. No, consciously.
Oh, okay. Any particular reason why? Maybe a lot of people need to learn.
Relationships, it's a huge commitment. I like to go into things when I'm absolutely prepared. I treat my life I'm very deliberate about my actions. So I don't want to go into a relationship when I'm not ready. And a lot of people just sort of stumble into relationships or get into relationships just for the physical things, or just for, like, their reasons are very peripheral. It's not deep. So let's take, for example, just people want someone they could just have come around, maybe
when they're bored,
clean, or when they're bored. They're not really in search of that strong companionship.
So you just decided to take a break, a hiatus, to prepare yourself for that
special. Why did you feel the need to say hiatus? And why did you feel the need to say it like that?
So really, so you say yours was like a conscious decision to, just wait, build yourself, prepare yourself, and as they usually say, make yourself that person you want to attract.
Exactly. And also because my last relationship was a terrible one.
Just give us a snippet.
Yeah, I thought she was the love of my life, and she thought I was the love of her life, or she told me she was anyways, you get my point.
Yeah.
Fast forward, we met on a weekend. That was on a Friday, and we did things that couple would normally do when they meet each other. We haven't seen each other like in 2 months before then, and she told me like that night was really special. When you feel like, damn, like our relationship cannot get any better than this. And then the following morning, which was a Saturday, was her introduction to another man.
Singleness is a love language. And being single is a love language.
The worst part of
it,
the worst part of it was, we spent all that time together. We've been dating for 4 years. I was dating her from University of Benin.
Was it long distance?
Yeah, it was. It was long distance. But yeah,
was she a Uniben babe?
No, she wasn't.
The next day.
So yes, what I'm trying to say is I didn't have any clue. I've never felt so dumb in my life. I still feel dumb.
How did you find out?
Years. A friend of mine sent me the pictures.
Oh my god!
Of the introduction. Yeah, so it was a very heavy scar. I think I've healed, but I just didn't want to sort of jump into the next one. And I'm like, and then I confronted her 2 weeks after, and she's like, okay, that was like, she's been battling with the pressure. Yeah, we had conversations about her parents wanting her to get married. Yeah, and different men, different suitors always coming and constant. I didn't know that her parents were like villains, in the sense that they stopped paying her school fees. It was more or less like they sort of forced her. It was like a blackmail. Yeah. So they withdrew a lot of affection and love and resources.
Like, do you know what he's doing? Can you see what he's doing right there?
And
what's he doing?
He's giving the excuses for her.
Yeah,
are you giving he's actually creating
context, which is good.
You shouldn't. I mean, I shouldn't just make
definitely sure.
Like
it was totally her fault. But cut long story short, the man was about 15 years older than her, and he had a lot of money, so to say. And the mother also wanted some political favors from the man. Political favors from the man. So all of those factors combined together just made her decision not it was totally irrelevant, because I mean she kicked against it. And to make it worse, 3 years after 2 kids, she just calls me up in the middle of the night and says, can I come over to your place? And I haven't communicated with her after she got married, like after 2 weeks. The last time I communicated with her was 2 weeks
after her introduction. Yes.
After her introduction, and then 3 years after she calls me and said she needs to come to my house, she needs to get out of the marriage. Started pouring out how it was a terrible idea, a terrible decision, and she had to go back to. I told her, I mean, I can't even put myself in that position where I would have to house someone's wife, because you guys are not legally divorced or anything. No kids out of the marriage. So she had to go back to her parents' house, and that's where she's been operating up from. So you see, I'm really very terrible with love. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. I'm a bit broken, or I was broken. So if you ask me now, what is really... Because I mean, I have a lot of female friends, and they have really expressed themselves in different ways. I have female friends that will fly from half the world just to come and see me in Nigeria, and I mean, I feel good, but I just still don't get in, you know what I mean? I know what they want, but I'm very resolute about being sure before I just jump into anything else. So I mean,
and I don't think that's the definition for being broken.
Out of the 5 love languages that you just mentioned, I have experienced all of it, from physical touch. When I say I've been single, it doesn't mean I haven't been with a woman in 5 years. And in as much as my mother thinks I'm a virgin, but yeah.
Hi, mommy.
Yeah, mommy, I'm sorry if you ever listen to this. Sorry I disappointed you. So I mean, I've experienced all of it. Broken. Words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, name every single. I mean, I've experienced all of it, and I still don't feel great.
Gets to you? None.
So you're saying that even though they are projecting the love languages, you're just unable to receive love right now.
Sort of, and it bothers me. I don't know, and I don't know if I need therapy. I don't think so. And the funny thing, I talk about love all the time. I make videos about love. I make tons, and if you go to my TikTok, it's just branded love everywhere, because I really love love. I love to see other people in love, but I'm so scared to be in love. That's why they say single people give the best relationship advice, because I mean, I've seen love grow. I see my parents and how through all the battles they're still together, and how my mother would just come into the room and telling us how my dad did this or how my dad did that, complain to the kids, and then 30 seconds later she ends up in her husband's room, and then you hear her laughing. And I'm like, wait, our father to us. They understand each other. I've seen the power of love. I really love love. Forget about the movies, forget about the Hollywood movies and the Bollywood movies. I have seen real love. I have seen couples that their relationships, they're literally to die for. I want that, but I don't know if I have been really unlucky, or maybe I haven't just sort of positioned myself to receive love. So that's it.
Okay.
That went deep very fast.
Very, very deep. That
went really deep very fast. Like on Val's Day, I anchored a session with Ini and Femileye. I don't know if you know them. Ini used to be an OAP, Femileye is a musician, and they were talking about their relationship. And Ini has had a history where she sort of grew to a point where she didn't have trust for men anymore, but somehow she was able to, after consistent badgering by Femi, right? Yeah. She was able to sort of accept that, okay, this person is here to stay. And there's something that she said. She said, like, you won't stumble into like love. You will have to sort of like desire it. Like, and it sort of reminded me of something, of a book I read. I think it's one of it's one of Malcolm Gladwell's books, right? Where he was talking about the way life is structured. If you want to become a basketballer, right? Yeah. You are going to miss a lot of 3-pointers. If you want to, if you want to become a record-breaking marathon runner, you're going to not meet the 9-second barrier lots of times. If you want to become a PhD holder, you're going to fail a couple of exams, or at least fail some questions in some exams. Yeah. So what he was saying in essence was that to get the things that we want in life, we need to be able to endure failure. And he was speaking, now spoke about relationships and said that if we, this is how he said it. He said, the truth of what we really want comes from what we are willing to endure. And therefore, if what we desire is wholesome relationships, we must also be willing to endure failure in relationships. So one failure cannot define the whole desire. Do you get? It is the desire that informs the ability to get above that failure. I'm not saying that you should try. I'm just saying that I feel you.
Okay, I feel like I just went to a quick therapy on the show. Thank you so much, Dr. Ejiro.
Right?
Yeah. You take the show so deep so fast. So I had to meet you at that level, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think very soon I will be ready. I just want to make sure that I am ready.
Ladies out there.
I think my career, when you are also, my career also plays a huge role in making me not ready, quote and unquote, because I just, at this point in time, I'm just going all in. You know, it's, when you know now, we're in the same industry. You know how the industry works, you know, and in an industry whereby initially you guys started where gatekeepers existed, and all of a sudden social media came with a storm and the gatekeepers are less powerful. However, it's still you still have to work extra hard, you know, especially when you're independent. You don't necessarily have the platforms you had before. You have to sort of go in, building a small business. It's just a whole lot. So I mean, relationships take time. I think it takes time. When you're in a relationship, right, you should know that relationships actually take time.
Okay, anyways, really. Okay, so now see, this is my own take on this, right? See, I love the fact that you identified that, see, you were hurt, and then you decided that, see, you're not going to be in a position to hurt other people. Exactly. Do you understand? Because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
They go through breakups. And honestly, the kind of life I've literally lived from relationship to relationship, back to back to back. And a number of times, right, I've caught myself punishing Peter for Paul's crime.
Basically using other people to heal.
Exactly. Do you understand? And it's not a healthy thing for the person you're with and for you. Yourself, it is very, very terrible. So, I think that is the major problem the society is having now, especially like with young people and how fast everything is going. I was talking with a friend and she was telling me of how she's never been in a relationship for more than 2 months. I'm how does that happen? Do you understand? So like things are moving that fast. People are not healing. You're carrying one baggage to another, into another one.
Creating extra baggage.
And everything. And in the end, it's going to be like, you know what? What's the point? But everybody's running through it and all of that. And then that one being on one side. So like you took time out to seriously heal. And then this is something that impacted you. And then it's not like, I love the fact that it's not like you've given up. You said it, that you love love. You love to see that. That means you still desire it. A part of you still desires it. So what I'll actually say as regards that, take all the time you need. See, this life is one by one. You get there's no matter what's happening. And I think that's very strong of you and solid of you, for like despite the pressures around and all of that, saying no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to actually just stay and like just heal and feel comfortable again to stepping. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you. But then again, something I've noticed also through my many relationships.
How many?
Not many.
There are not many. You say many.
Whatever. But they're not many, but they've been quite lengthy.
Yeah.
Lengthy. And all of that. I will say, I've come to realize that love has pain in it. I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Do you get? But from my experience, how I now understand it in my head is that love has pain inside it. Because I've come to understand, and I use the analogy, like, see, we cannot appreciate light if darkness doesn't exist. We cannot appreciate wealth if poverty doesn't exist. Do you understand? So I believe strongly that we cannot appreciate love. If you can't wake up every day, I wake up this day, I just love you. 1 minute, and I love you. 5 years, love. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Once in a while,
the pain
things
only
will
exists
happen.
because you actually
exactly. So the time you're feeling that emotion and everything is feeling all great, accept it. You take the good and you take the bad. Do you understand? But I think what's most important is that the good should outweigh the bad, at least considerably, right? And just take it as, okay, fine. Love is sweet.
Money and time.
I agree that there's pain in love, and I think that came from such an honest place. Like, I agree. I feel like there's pain in love, but I don't necessarily feel like there has to be pain for there to be love. Do you understand? I agree that there's pain in love, but I believe that's because...
You don't think it's a constant?
I don't think it's a constant. I think that's really because of how messed up our world is, and how messed up people are, right? And so when you accept somebody, you accept their love, all the love that they express, right? Yeah. But you're also going to have to accept all the other things love does not change. Love does not suddenly make you perfect, right?
Of course.
So all the other things that come with it, right? While I also perfectly agree with Winfrey that and for anybody watching or listening, right, in going through your season and just like making sure that I heal completely, right? I want to be fine, is that you should be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's a period of I'm healing and there's a period of I'm afraid. And I'm actually not just willing to trust anymore because I'm afraid. But I'll keep on saying I am healing.
No risk, no reward.
So at that point, what you need to heal is that fear. And not I'm just healing. I'm just healing. You need to be honest that, okay, this is what the challenge is now, that I am actually just afraid, and then face it head on. The second thing is how you spoke about, like, I'm going hard in my career. I'm just diving in now. I'm also just going to talk generally, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying that this is peculiar to you or that this is what you should do.
Yeah.
But what I also think is that collaboration is one of the most powerful things that human beings have. And I believe it is one of the most powerful things that relationships bring to you. Now, in any industry that you are, right, I believe, and I may be wrong, that if you find a good partner, you will always be better off. I don't know your friendship situation, but it's hard to have somebody, because everybody's chasing their own lives. The only person that will chase life with you, and I may be wrong, but that will chase life with you, your own life is as important as their own life to them, is your partner. Every other person is, but you need to bounce ideas off people. You need support when you're down. You need someone that you can call when everything is going south. You need just love sometimes in this world. So the only person that plays that role in your life is your partner. Every other person is there for a season. Every other person is also just trying to push their own agenda, right? So I've heard people speak about how after they had partners, then their life kicked off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
after they had good partners, then their life kicked off. Right?
That was context.
Yes, that's context. Then their life kicks off. Things just started working out better. So that's also, I just don't feel it's also a blank rule that, you need to be alone for you to go hard. You can go hard with somebody and both of you will go hard together. That's something I deeply believe.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Like, man, this has done for me.
Like,
I wanted to just quickly comment on what Adrian said about having to be honest having to be honest to decide whether you're just afraid or you're healing. I've healed, if I'm to be honest with myself, and I'm not afraid. Yeah, in as much as said it's not peculiar to me, and you're not trying to tell me what to do. But I'm just going to respond.
Yeah,
I think at this phase, aside from pursuing my career, another thing, just like Winfrey said, is I don't want to take certain baggages. And the baggages, I'm not just referring to the baggage I got from my last relationship. I'm also talking about the baggage that's there set, because all through that 5 years, there are certain habits that you might pick that are not necessarily cool. Do you understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I've been the best this 5 years. You go through certain phases. You go through the good boy phase. A certain time you get into the hoeing phase. You know what I'm talking about, Adrian? Have you ever been at that stage of your life where you feel like you're at the hoeing phase?
Yeah.
you just sort of you're tasting different cookies at the same time.
Okay, I wasn't doing that, but I understand what you mean by hoeing phase. So for the purpose of explaining to Winfrey, who has no idea what the hoeing phase is, sometimes. Okay, you want to explain? I don't like the explanation. Sometimes I don't like the explanation, but sometimes people go through a season of their lives where commitment is a challenge.
Okay.
And when commitment is a challenge, but you are not staying off of relationships. So some people cannot commit, and because they cannot commit, they stay off of like people, just like I'm alone. But when you are in the hoeing phase, you cannot commit, but you are still with people. So what happens is, I was not tasting different cookies at the same time. But what happened in my own phase was that I will be with someone, and to be fair, I was always saying, I don't want to have a girlfriend. I want to be single. I don't want to have a girlfriend. But like for women, what you say with your mouth is not really as important as what you do, right? So I say, I don't have a girlfriend, but because of how I was
behaving and you were attracting girlfriends.
They all got to a point where they were like, okay, so what are we doing? So what are we doing? And at that point, I'm just like, we're nothing but pencils in hand. So my entire hoeing phase was just going back to back like that.
Okay, so Edgar, you were never at that point where you probably had some sort of intimate moment with the particular girl, and after the session, she asked you, "What are we?" Right after the session,
I did.
This guy does not.
I did.
His heart does not have connector.
I did, and I was just being I was honest all the time.
So my point is, I feel like I just left my hoeing. I feel like I left my hoeing phase like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019, and that's because of life really hit me hard in 2019. There are certain things, when life hits you, you forget every other thing. You know that there are certain habits you just have to drop. Like, life forces you to be good. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So, what I'm trying to say is, so you can imagine from 2016 to 2019, 3 years of hoeing.
Wow. That's the hoeing phase. When you have
that's
phase, bro. That's so long.
That's long. 3 years.
Years of
some people hoe all their lives.
Yeah.
And then 2019, something just happens that sort of changes your life, and you know that the best way to get to your destination is self-discipline. I was just becoming more deliberate about my life, about my actions, and that's how I just sort of got out from the gutter I was. And I don't want to go back there. So when people say, oh, Hero, I mean, I have a lot of female friends that will be like, Hero, we thought you'd be like, oh, I come to your place, you hang me on the wall or hang me or whatever. You're so responsible. I say, no, you don't understand. I'm not responsible by choice. I'm responsible because I don't have a choice. If I want to get to where I want to go to, I had to learn the self-discipline, and I got to also discover God personally. I mean, I've always been a Christian all my life.
Hallelujah.
But it gets to a point where you now have your personal conviction, and you just sort of going deeper, and then it becomes easier
when life does you like this.
Do you understand? Yeah. So that's why I said that now I feel like I'm ready. However, I'm still, like I said, if it happens, it happens.
Daniels is ready, ladies and gentlemen.
He's ready.
He's receiving applications.
Collecting finder's fee. Don't joke with us.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, I love gifts. I love gifts. Everybody loves gifts, I guess. So I'm just trying to get back
to love languages.
After taking us right, they're bringing us back.
So you say gifts over time, touch.
Touch. Now, okay, I think it's touch because I'm a big baby. I'm not talking about the main thing. I'm not talking about. Am I allowed to say sex?
Yes.
Okay.
Sex is allowed.
Okay, it's a politically correct term. Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. You guys have
a dictionary.
Okay, fantastic. I'm not talking about sex. I like when I'm in the company of a lady. A lot of men don't actually. A lot of men will not agree to this or would not admit
Are you serious?
But we are big babies. I don't know about other men. True. I am
100% correct.
I like to be cuddled. You see, there's one thing that one baby used to do. The tip of her fingers to rub my face and then rub the back of my neck. Try that and I will give you what do you want? So yeah, I really
so
love
touch
physical
then gifts.
Yeah. Touch first and then gifts.
Okay.
Gifts that I don't expect. I'm not talking of get a Range Rover or bring
thoughtful gifts.
Parara and all those unfortunate
Parara. Low-key, I wanted Parara this time. Low-key. It was there in my chest. I was like, we saw Parara for me, but nobody did.
It's really good. Just send me a text.
Okay, my birthday, I'll tell you. I've said it now, Parara.
I even feel like, don't they have another musical instrument that must it always be saxophone? I don't like the thing.
Easiest to carry.
And then there was one guy. One guy just brought one para guy to propose to his girlfriend, and then the guy, he didn't know he was a cheap saxophonist. I didn't know anything, and then the guy, instead of blowing some love song, he started doing pa 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 para pa pa para 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 para. She did not say yes.
Oh my.
Oh wow, that was interesting.
But what love languages do you find yourself? Which one do you express most easily?
Oh, words of affirmation.
Oh, as you did, of course. He has the voice for it, so why not?
Yeah, that's my whole voice actually. Words of affirmation. So I like to express
Why? Is it because it's easy? I mean, you
not
can
because
do
it's
it over
easy.
the phone.
Pardon?
You can do it over the phone.
I can do it over what?
The phone now. It's easy now.
It's not easy
even
now.
Physically.
What's affirmation? It's not easy.
It's not easy because
going at the rate at which people lie these days is not easy.
No, because fair enough. But fair enough. I think that in giving words of affirmation, there's also a point of knowing, because words of affirmation are not about saying nice things.
Hey, Jiro.
They're about saying.
Do you go through his stories?
They're about saying.
You go through his stories.
Oh my God!
Then you understand where he's coming from.
No,
not everybody's like saying, deep like that.
Yeah, no, but then it's not.
Some people have words of affirmation on speed dial.
No, but then it's not words. You can't have generic words of affirmation, because then it's not words of affirmation to the person who is hearing it.
Of course, it's generic.
Because if you say, words of affirmation, so you just have a line of, baby, you're beautiful, I like you, baby, your smile is nice. That might not be the affirmation that the person needs.
Yeah.
And when you say my love language, I speak words of affirmation, it means that I understand where you need to be affirmed, and then I say the words that I need to hear. Exactly. Yes. So it's not really easy.
Very thoughtful.
It's not really easy.
But these days they don't get the one. I think Hero has.
Do you have the real one, or do you have the?
I'm not. I think his own is.
I'm very honest.
Dial type.
No, not really. To be honest, not really, because first of all, I don't have time. I don't have that time to just be saying things that I don't mean. So most often than not, when I speak from my heart. So it's not like I go and download some lyrics book like, when we're teenagers, we just go and just download.
Okay, so I have this question. Presley. I have this question right now. So is it wrong? Okay, fine. Words of affirmation are great, right? But not everybody is as artistic. Ejiro is a lover boy. He's artistic. He has great imagination. He's creative. But some guys are literally mechanic. Do you understand? They can't sit down and fine, they might think it, but they don't even know how to express it. So is it wrong to say, okay, fine, no, I'm saying this. For instance, now, okay, fine, Valentine's Day literally just passed, right? A lot of people actually had a situation, or I know some people that actually had a situation where the guy goes to get stuff for the girl, and then there's a card. He's meant to write something in it, right? A personal note. But then he now tells the people he's buying it from to generate something and put in the card.
Because he doesn't have words.
Because he doesn't have words. So would that be wrong? Would you say, okay, no, you should think about it. No, if you feel it for me, you must put it there. Or would that be...
But is that his love language?
Is that his love language, how? Or is that her love language?
So... that languages require both of us to understand each other, to speak to each other, right? And I've learned that one of the things with love languages, even though I don't entirely agree with the 5 buckets, like, these are the love languages, one is dominant and stuff. But I do agree that people like to be loved in a certain way.
True.
So for me, I realized that when you take out quality time and physical touch from loving me, like, it pains me. Do you get? And that made me understand that this is how I want. This is how I like to be loved. Yeah. Like, if you're fighting with me and you don't talk to me I'll be thinking very, very deep. But if you not buy me something, you get it doesn't really affect me. If you don't tell me that, hey Jiro, you're great, hey Jiro, you're powerful, I don't really care. But that's touch and time. That one really goes to the deep. So I understand that people have. So, but it's like, just because I like to be loved this way doesn't mean that the other person... exactly. And just because I like to love this way does not mean that that's how the other person likes to be loved. So both of us need to understand each other.
Exactly, no, definitely.
Yeah, but...
That's what I'm saying. So the guy now understands that is the girl's love language, and he's trying his best to express that. He can't.
He can write Shakespeare poem.
That's what I'm saying, but Shakespeare generated but that's not like particular to her. So I'm saying... Would you guys say that is wrong?
It's not wrong. I just feel like he needs to be open about it and make an attempt. Do you understand? So, because even if those words are not statistics, but they are genuine, I believe the person speaks. I believe the person can, say hello, hi. I'm coming to your house. I bought you this, whatever. So even if the words are not artistic, let it be genuine. And if words of affirmation is truly her love language, I think I don't know. I'm not the girl, but I think I would just pick authenticity over being artistic.
I think.
Also, I think sometimes even just making an attempt does the job.
True,
rather than the whole
just
package.
Say no. So you say, okay, we rather just do anything than say, okay, other people should organize it.
Exactly. You can even write, okay, I'm not really good with words,
this,
but XYZ, blah 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 blah, and she'll be like, oh, my ovaries.
You just had to. Okay, that's actually amazing. So, physical touch,
and quality time. That's me.
Gifts and physical touch.
Which one comes first?
Physical touch.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. Over here is quality time. Physical touch. Sometimes I don't like people touching me, but man.
Well, why do I feel like, and I may be wrong, why do I feel like your love language is quality time, as you've said, and acts of service?
Acts of service.
Like the guy comes, does the dishes. I mean,
people
just
doing
make an
things
attempt
for you. I feel like, I don't know, I may be wrong, but I feel like
feel so?
Anything that makes your life easy.
Yeah,
I
feel like when I've heard you speak about like stuff like that, I feel like when people do things, like go out of their way, use their initiative to do things for you. It's not just like, I asked him to do something, but like out of their way, you feel like that is an expression of love.
Yes, I feel very strong that is an expression of love. Yes, as I say it, right? It's not, I think it's also a way of, it's just being thoughtful.
Exactly.
That is it. So that's acts of service. Just being thoughtful. It doesn't have to be like something mighty, right? So I like Maltesers a lot. So if you decide to bring me a tiny pack of Maltesers,
okay,
that's
writing it down.
I'll say that's definitely one. Good one, Idru. You're very attentive.
AG baby, the love doctor.
The love doctor. Okay, so which other one? I think I'm skipping like two.
The ones we haven't spoken about, gift giving.
We spoke about it.
Okay, you like
gifts.
Quality time, physical touch.
Quality time, because I'm not really used to spending time with the one I love. So it doesn't matter if you're in Kafanchan, so long as we connect.
You can do long distance with ease.
Trust me, I'm a pro at long distance.
Drive me nuts.
And I would not cheat on you. I've never cheated. I used to say it as I'm so proud of myself. I've never cheated in an active relationship. Emphasis on active.
Nice. Okay.
I've also never cheated.
I've never even kissed another girl while in a serious relationship. That's how committed I get when I'm in a relationship.
That's awesome.
He's trying to tell all of you that caught him cheating that he was not in a relationship with you. And if he was in a relationship with you, it was not an active relationship. Just so that you don't say, hero, you're lying.
But then again, what's the definition of an active relationship?
Winfrey. Winifred. will you be my girlfriend? Winfrey.
Yes.
Will you be my girlfriend? You say, oh yes, I'll be your girlfriend, hero. We are dating. It's official.
We are exclusive.
So that anything outside of that,
active.
Yes. If it's like, oh, I call you, how are you? Have you eaten? Because that's the love language. That's what everybody asks in this country.
But you know,
asks, have you eaten?
And we call each other and we just, oh, hope you're fine.
Winfrey, do you agree with that definition?
It's not.
I personally will say it is relative. I would say the definition of active relationship is quite relative. Why? Because, some people go the length because they know that's what the girl wants. She wants that girlfriend tag. They'll throw it at her. A tick tag. Do you get? But then again, it's not active. And honestly, to me, long distance, I don't think I'll call it active. Depending on how often I was in a relationship once upon a time, and it was long distance for 5 years. We saw 5 times in 5 years.
Wow.
And kissed once.
Wow.
Is that what you say that's active? Fine, I wasn't.
I have a question. Is it that the kiss, it was 1/5, 1/5, 1/5? Hey guys, welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo.
And my name is Adro Esigbone, and this show is gonna be boom shakalaka.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.